Yalla Home
with Anna Schofield
and Big House.
Oh, yes, it is. It's Sunday evening, and it's actually a sad day.
It is.
David Prowse.
Yeah, no, rest in peace. But Anna, we were talking off air. I kind of want to do a live dare just before we enter the blessed prayer for
A
Al-Maghrib.
live dare,
A live
okay.
dare for you. You know, your father, may God bless him. He was in the first Star Wars, 1973.
Yeah,
Iconic.
77 it was released, actually, yeah.
Iconic in every single way. So my dare is the following. We have a lot of Star Wars fans in the Middle East. Imagine them. So I'm daring you right now,
Right.
and this is, videotaped,
Okay.
to ask your dad to send a message to all the fans in the Middle East
Okay.
of Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah, less than 1 minute. So I dare you
Okay.
to do that. You got to convince him. You got a lot of fans of Star Wars in the Middle East.
Do you think they want a message from him?
Oh, they would love a message from him.
Okay. And what is he going to say that? Does he need to say,
Yes,
right, talk to your
the fans,
UAE
to the
Star Wars
fans of Star Wars in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Make it bigger.
Okay.
This is na 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 na, and we are na 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 na, and tell them to speak to the fans who
All
made
right.
this an incredible, iconic, obviously,
Yeah. Yeah. Should I get him to tell the naughty stories? So I was doing it
Very
on my
funny.
Instagram today, but there's a few stories that I can't
I think
tell
it's
publicly.
the dare is it's more like a message.
A
So
message.
yeah, less than 1 minute. It's a
Okay.
message that we can post.
Yeah.
That'll be super great. If you can pull that off, you will win the.
What will I
dare.
win?
I'll tell you off air. But I mean, this
Oh,
is
men say that.
yeah, no.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll tell you later.
But it'll be
honey.
amazing.
Wink.
This can go viral.
It won't go viral.
It will go viral. Believe me. You can hear it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Schofield officially has accepted the challenge, and she will be asking her father for that 1 minute message.
All right, I'll do it.
1 minute message, which is incredible. Oh my God.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yalla Home
with Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Yes, it is right through till 8 o'clock, totally live across the Emirates.
All right.
Yeah, we both did it. All right.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I'm with friends on Friday, and conversation was lovely, really, really lovely group of people. And I don't know how it started, but one of the guys happened to say, yeah, but, women remember everything.
Facts.
Yeah, now I've heard this before. We've even talked about it before.
Yeah, facts.
And I turned around and went, yeah, we do. Anyway, a couple of the other girls went, yeah, we do. Yeah. Now, at this point, one of the guys went, yeah, you do. You remember everything. And then you bring it up from like 3 years before. You go, remember that time from 3 years ago when you did X, Y, Z? And we all start laughing.
Truth.
To which I turned around and went, but why don't you remember those things? And the guys were going, we just exactly like you said, we just don't hold on to stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what, to be honest, it depends what we're talking about. But if it's like an argument or a fight that we have already done our dues and paid our dues with this one, why bring it back? Khalas, we're done with that.
You
So
see,
it's
now-
if it's a negative thing with us, we don't like. If it's a positive thing, be my guest. Love to hear that.
But we do remember the good stuff
No,
too,
of course.
I
The
think.
good things. Any man who doesn't like to remember the good things, there's something wrong with him. But I'm just saying.
No, but girls, I think, remember good stuff too.
But also the negative things, like we already argued, we have already fought. Someone
Yeah.
slept on the couch that day. Done. Khalas, okay. And then why you want to bring it back after 3 years later? I'm done. It's like we do something else. Let's fight about something else, not the same thing. We remember when you did this, like fam, this was 3 years ago.
Yeah, but the thing is, so there's two things here. Firstly, obviously, if we're bringing something up from 4 years ago that you did, and it's come into the conversation now, it's probably because you've done something similar, and we're going, hey, you've done this before. Remember that thing? From 2010, you did it then, and now you're doing it
95%
again?
it's not the similar, it's just the vibe similar.
Right, and we're feeling the same. And then the second thing that happened was the lady sitting next to me, she turned around and she went, we always remember the things that hurt us.
Yeah. Look, to
And
be honest, it's
and that's the crux of it, isn't it? If you hurt us, we remember. And it's not like you can't pay your dues on that.
Yeah.
You hurt us. So there's a small scar. So as a result, if you do anything similar, we're like, and you did that.
You know what I think? I think it's a human thing. We always never forget how we felt, generally.
Yeah.
You can forget the incident,
Yeah.
but you can never forget how you felt at that
feeling.
point. That's like a scar, like you're saying. And that nothing can take away the scar.
Yeah.
You got to live with it. Like, have you been hurt before? I'm pretty sure yes.
Yeah.
Everyone I've been hurt before.
Yeah.
I just think that you forget what was it about, but you never forget how you felt at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with that. I'm just saying that generally, yeah, women would be more
Likely to bring it up again.
likely to bring it up
We
again.
kind of do, because I know that I do. I
Yeah.
remember all of it. So if you've hurt me, I'm remembering. I won't be able to give you the year, but I'm bringing up the time. And by the way, you
Yeah.
said, we won't necessarily remember the event. I do. I'll remember. And I'll go, and then you said this, and then I said that, and you did that. Yeah, I can't help it. Because,
Never hurt Anna Schofield, you guys. Never
I
get
hold a
close
grudge.
to that.
I do. I hold a grudge.
Yes, I just think relationship generally is interesting, like how, men, women, and husband, wife, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, like, it's just very interesting. And, yeah, women have more details anyway, like they attentive to more details, generally.
Right. Do you
No?
think so? Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like, but to be honest with you, I'll be very frank with you. If it's our first date ever, right? And if I don't remember what you were wearing that day, that doesn't mean I don't love you. I'm not saying I do. I personally do remember
Right.
what my wife, was wearing.
Yeah.
But not every it's not a necessity for every man to.
No.
Like every man thinks differently, every single human show their love and affection in a different way.
Oh, I agree with this. I don't need you to remember what I was wearing.
No, I'm just saying
I
there's.
do need you to remember the event, and if there's
Yeah.
something special, I want that.
No,
So,
like for example, your anniversary date is an important date to remember.
yeah.
Is that important to you?
Not massively. I'm also one of them who go, oh no, it was our anniversary.
Ah, that's so funny.
Yeah. I'm quite easy. Like
Okay.
the upkeep on that with me is quite good. Forget Christmas and birthday though. You're sleeping on the mat outside the front
See,
door.
birthday. So you have to remember
Yeah.
a few important dates to you.
Yeah.
So
Those
if
are crucial ones.
Imagine I forgot your birthday, for example. Like that would be like
Yeah, that's a misdemeanor.
that'd be funny though.
Yeah, you got points
Hey,
on
what's
your
happening
license.
today? I don't know. What's happening today? Let's go beaching.
Oh,
Are we going
that would be
beaching?
dreadful.
What are
And
we
but
doing?
one of the guys then turned around. This conversation got quite heated and it was
Wow.
really quite funny. And then he turned around and said, yeah, but not only do you remember, sometimes you embellish and you make it more.
I love this guy.
But I was like,
That's actually the truth.
I went, no,
You
we
add-
don't.
you
and
add
went, yeah,
details.
you do. You add
You
and
add-
you
you sauce it,
exaggerate it.
yes.
And you.
Yes, big up to him.
No.
It's truth. It's the truth. That's the exact truth.
I don't think this.
You talk
I think
about
he's wrong with the wrong chick.
3-4 years ago. How can I remember what happened 3-4 years ago in details?
Well, but you did it, you see, so it will always live.
Did what?
It's
What are we
like
talking
a
about?
stain on your character.
Yeah,
that you-
but that's exact. We dealt with it back then. Back then is the underline here. Done, put under the carpet, whatever it is. Khalas.
And I think that's probably where we differ, is never assume that it's been dealt with, done with, and that it's been put under the carpet.
Aywa, why not?
No, because we can't.
So I live with this forever?
Yeah, it's on your record.
But it doesn't make
And
sense.
So you can't wipe the record clean.
But see, how come?
we forgive, but we don't forget. You
but
can't wipe
but that's
the,
unfair. What if I did look, only God is perfect. There's no perfection.
do the crime, do the time. It's on your rap sheet, and I honestly feel that is how we are.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I respectfully disagree with that, because I just think that if no one is perfect, like in life,
No.
and if you already dealt with it, see, I'm not against not talking about it. I'm a big fan of conversation.
Okay.
I like talking about things, because
Me
if
too.
you leave something longer forever,
Yeah.
it will become something else.
Good. Yeah.
It'll become a different monster.
Yeah.
You know, when husband and wife don't talk to each other for like 2-3 weeks or whatever it is, or like whatever, that's a major,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Just talk about it,
Yeah.
you know? One day, okay, fine. Talk about it the next day.
Yeah.
And there's no ego when it comes to love, in my opinion.
Right.
Whether it's you
It's
or...
nice.
And I fell in love. I'm not saying I didn't fall. I fell in that. Like, sometimes if I do something wrong, I'd expect, her, for example, to come, not
Right.
me. But you learn that if it's your fault, you come. And
Yeah.
even if it's not your fault, you'll come.
Good.
Do that move. Do
Yeah.
that. Because
Yeah,
there's
be
no,
that guy.
yeah, there's no
That's
ego
nice.
in love. I think
Yeah.
there's no ego in relationship. If you care about somebody that much and you're thinking ego, then maybe that person is not for you. I'll be honest with you. Like, that's not right.
No, and that's lovely. And
Yeah.
you're a good dude.
I learned that.
Yeah,
I
well done.
learned that the hard way, though. Yeah, come from
Happy
experiences.
wife, happy life.
Yes, I heard that sentence yesterday.
It's true though, isn't it?
I'm watching this Netflix series. It's okay. Don't judge me right now. It's a chick flick. It's called what? River.
Oh, I love it, Virgin River.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so good.
We're loving it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, that's so cool.
Yeah. Have you watched season 1?
Season 1, yeah, we finished it, but now we're doing season 2.
2, yeah.
So they said that
good.
happy
Yeah.
life, happy wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it literally is a motto for life.
Actually, that I believe in 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, where do you stand in all of this? Let us know. 4215, it's Salat and Do. We will be right back.
Yalla Home.
with Ella Schofield.
and Big House.
Music's greatest songs. Greatest songs. Worth covering. Original classic hitmakers.
Now, I have to say, just hearing this song made me smile. It's late 90s, everyone. And this song came out. Cher is hard I try. Oh, wow. It's such a dance floor filler. There was also some incredible mixes that came through at the time. It's been covered numerous times. But obviously it's Cher as well. So she was a big part of my London life, I would say, from sort of 2000 through till that section. She was just everywhere. But there's a reason for that, and there's a story to why she was, where she basically reinvented herself. She holds a record, the Guinness World Book of Records. She holds a record, which I'm not sure she's going to enjoy holding, but nonetheless, it's a fact, for being, what the record is, for the longest time between number ones, 33 years and 7 months between one number one and her next number one, which is this one. So let's do her live first, and then I'll give you all the stats on the song. And it's just amazing what this song did for her career. She was born Sherilyn, didn't know that, 1946. How old is that lady? Do the math.
Do the math.
Yep.
Cher?
Yeah, 1946.
Wow.
Because subject to
Cher
surgery.
is 74 years old.
She's 74 years old.
God bless her.
She looks about 43, honestly. And she's self-admitting had so much work done. But if there's ever someone who is a walking advert for that, I think it's Cher. She looks great.
Yeah.
I remember when she had the filler that some women have on their skin, so that just creates this film. She always looks like she's kind of got stockings on her face. Amazing. Like, I just am in awe of it. And she's called the goddess of pop. Love that. Actress, obviously, American singer, referred to as the goddess of pop. And in a male-dominated industry, which it was, if you think we're going back to 1946, she's done well. But she can do, right, let me get this right, contralto singing.
Wow.
And that means that she can do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Up and down the range. So
Just to be honest, and not to interrupt you, I think the mechanism and the value and how you put artists successful back then was different than now.
Yes,
the
agreed.
meter of success, if that is it, like the category.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree. Yeah,
because it's a different lifestyle right now, different way how we listen to music.
yeah, it was
But-
pumped out differently. It was made differently.
But if it wasn't for people like Cher, you would maybe see like maybe a Beyonce or Rihanna, in my opinion, or whatever. Like it
I
is.
hear
Like,
you.
don't see all these, art. Taylor Swift. I think she opened a lot of doors for even men and women. To be honest, the style and the vibe.
Well, especially as she came from a duo where she was, they were married, Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
Very famous band. So if you don't know Cher's history, which I did because my parents taught me, she became famous in 1965. She was one half of this folk rock duo, Sonny and Cher. Sonny was her husband. And they brought out a song called I Got You, Babe, which everyone kind of knows. That peaked at number one in America and in the UK, and by the end of 1967, they had sold 40 million records worldwide. This is 1967, so it's not just vinyl, it's like proper thick as you like vinyl, like American pancake kind of thick. And according to Time magazine, they were it. They were the it couple. They were everywhere. And at this point, she began a solo career at the same time, and she released top 3 singles, Bang Bang, My Baby Shot Me Down. That's a great song. Yeah, because that was then put into several dance mixes, if I'm not mistaken, in the last few years. Amazing. And she became this big television personality. They did a Sonny and Cher comedy hour. They had 30 million viewers. Now, again, this isn't YouTube. This is people sitting down to watch their television at a certain time on a certain day, because that's all you could get. You couldn't pause. You had to obviously watch. 30 million viewers weekly during their 3-year run. So she was massive, absolutely massive. She did a lot of, solo stuff. And what happened is she became really big. She became the one. And their marriage ended. She'd sold 100 million records to date. Is that up till now? I think it is. And it's made her one of the best-selling music artists of all time. She's got a Grammy Award, an Emmy Award, an Academy Award. That's amazing. 3 Golden Globe Awards, a Cannes Film Festival Award,
Wow.
Billboard Icon Award,
Wow.
and the Kennedy Center Honors and the Council of Fashion Designers of America Award. She is out there. absolutely incredible. I could go on about her life for ages, because obviously if you go into the personal sort of details of what happened between her and her husband, you know, it's just one of those wonderful stories. They could do a Netflix series like they're doing on the British royal family. But let's talk about the song, because this kind of brought her back. So the song was recorded by her. It was her 22nd album. So 1998, she's doing album number 22. This was on it. The song Believe was on it. Warner Brothers and all that. And it was the lead single from the album. So 1998, October the 19th, they released it. It's got 9 writers on it. The interesting thing about the 9 writers, all male, they did write it. But actually, there's this lovely story of how Cher was singing it in the bath, and she's there and she said, I just didn't like the middle verse. It sounded too weak. And then there are some lines about, you know, baby, I'm too good for you, you know, that kind of stuff. And she said, I changed the words and I toughened it up. So actually she's not credited on the song, but she changed the whole verse. And she just said, the word she used was whiny. She was too whiny. I didn't like it. Now, the thing that was obviously interesting about the song is the producer on it decided to use a certain... I'm just trying to find the name of it. We all know they do it. You know, that voice thingy when they... what is it when they make the notes sound right, even though they're not?
Like
auto-tune. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so pitch correction, auto-tune software hadn't been used before. The producer put it on there, and he was very scared to actually play with it because it was Cher. But the thing is, this is normally used for singers who might be slightly pitchy or slightly off.
Yeah.
You can auto-tune it, you can do the pitch correction, that goes on. What he did was actually warp all the levels to max to alter her voice. So you'll hear it when I play it in the chorus. They do this kind of the funny, you know, effect on her voice because they wanted it to stand out.
Yeah.
They'd never been done before. So when they first played it to her, they were scared and they thought she might turn around and go, what have you done to my voice? She loved it. Anyway, they then play it to the label and the label go, no, get it off. We don't like that. And it was Cher that stood in the way and went, don't touch it. I want that. I want it. This is good. This is how it's... And she defended it. And of course, it was released and literally everyone loved it. Number 1 in Australia, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Poland, Scotland, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, the United Kingdom and the United States.
Anywhere else? Any other countries?
No, I covered them.
Wow.
I'm just saying. And the Guinness Book of World Records as the oldest female solo artist to top the Billboard Hot 100. I'm sure she's loving that. So
I'm sure she is.
Yeah, she's got that, and she's got the other one for the longest time between number ones. But what it did is it put her back into the market, and now it's called the Cher effect. If producers do this thing to voices, it's called the Cher effect. They're saying, oh, they've done that. Cher effect.
Wow.
So now she has her own sort of branding. And what it did was also plop her straight back into kind of pop culture icon, but also teen pop, because that was what was around at the time. And in she soars at the age of like 110 with this new sound and goes, yeah, I'm still in the game. And it properly positioned her as the pop princess that she is. So now I want you to have a listen to the Power Macintosh G3, which was the first early model of this thing that changes her voice.
Wow.
And that caused other producers to follow, other singers to follow. Everyone's done it since, but she did it first, and she's amazing.
Yellow Home.
With Anna Schofield.
Big House.
Driving you home across the Emirates. Nice to have you with us. Let's talk about elephants.
Apparently, Cher is in Pakistan for the resettlement of the loneliest elephant in the world. It's obviously Cher, which we just spoke about, and you can find the whole thing on SoundCloud. Just go to our Instagram page, swipe up, and you figure it out. You will find all the information about Cher and her song Believe. So basically, she's in Pakistan now to celebrate the departure of Kavan, dubbed as the world's loneliest elephant, who will soon leave a Pakistani zoo for better conditions after years of lobbying by animal rights groups and activists.
So he's in currently, or just before he leaves, he's been in as Islamabad for a very, very long time. Cher got on board literally a long time ago, like a couple of years ago, along with some other celebrities, but also a lot of animal activists, as you just said. He's overweight, this elephant. He's lovely. What's his name? Kavan. Kavan is overweight. Kavan has no friends. Kavan has been treated badly. So not physically in a good state. So much so that it was a court ruling to get the elephant out of there, which is great. So Cher has flown over personally in order for these pictures to be taken, and I think in order to make sure that it happens, because it's a big deal. This is a massive elephant. And then off it's going to Cambodia, and there's been years of public outcry and campaigning apparently for this poor elephant that is just, because they live a long time. But this elephant's 35 years old, it's a bull elephant, and the quote is pitiful treatment, dilapidated facility, the wrong type of food.
Yeah, apparently, you know, this elephant, Kavan, he's been there for 35 years, and most of those years where he was in chains, and he lost his partner in 2012. She died after an infection turned really bad in her body. And, you know, obviously, Kavan, the elephant, was there. Cher actually met the Prime Minister of Pakistan, and it was that big in terms of, like, you know, making sure things happen. She tweeted saying they're working on a documentary, and it will be a heartwarming documentary, and that's why she was there. Her visit, however, was not made public because of security reasons. And that's the way it is right now, you know, and, you know, God bless. That's one elephant that she was able to save. And for people who are saying, like, yo, there's a lot of, you know, elephants or even, you know, obviously people that need saving. See, this is a big discussion to have, because there are people who are struggling as well. And what's the discussion to have? Oh, yeah, if you're doing good, you're doing good. Whether it's a human or an animal, it's a living thing. Now, do we need to help? You know, there's a lot of people that are dying every single day because they can't drink water. And you have people throwing water like it's crazy. So the world is a mess, I believe, like generally. But it has some good people. There's some good people trying to do things. Remember, we had this discussion about the 3 richest people in the world. Yeah. And they can, if each of them kind of spit a little bit of their money, like just a little bit without noticing, you'll make everything okay. But yeah, that's the big discussion, I believe.
Yeah. That stayed with me, that comment that you made about they've got billions, and if they give everyone $1 million, they still will have billions.
We're 7 billion people in the world, 8 billion, okay? You know, like one of them can just throw in that money and you will have everyone. No one will die for hunger. No one will be maybe poor or whatever. But is that the way it is? Like, you know...
No, because the human race is self-destruct. That's what we do. And I believe that even if you did that, somebody would steal from somebody else, and someone would take someone else's money, and someone would spend all their money and then say they haven't got any money. And, you know, the human race is the human race for a reason. Yeah. We've done to each other what we've done to ourselves. We're kind of responsible for that. I do have the animal kind of plea inside me. If I see a story about humans and about animals, I'm much more likely. I think it's because animals, we are destroying them. They don't really have a choice.
And you feel like, you know, they have no help.
They have no help. They have no voice.
Yeah.
We've contained that elephant. We chained it up. We made it eat the wrong food. We've killed its partner. There is not one bit of that elephant's life that we aren't responsible for. Whereas humans, we are responsible for our own demise. And in the end, we'll kill the planet and kill ourselves.
Yeah.
So happy-go-lucky kind of topic.
No, 100%. It is very tough. But to be honest, some people also get born into very difficult situations that can't change anything about it.
Yeah,
so the fact that people still die because there's no water and food.
Yeah.
Out to this day, 2020, right? You feel like, how come? Like, what's the reason of the death? Well, he starved. Like, how? Or she's like, that's...
Yeah, how can that be?
How can that be? Exactly. Right. And that, for me, is definitely crazy. But the bottom line, in my opinion, is that you do good, you do good. If you're able to do good, do good.
Yeah.
And then let it be, like, see, like, how that goes. But yeah, Kavan right now is going to go to a better place. Yeah. And hopefully he'll be happy again. Maybe he'll lose a few pounds.
He's having a rough time. Mind you, we all comfort eat, so don't blame Kavan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yellow Home
with Anna Schofield.
Big House.
Across the Emirates, we are live 2 till 8 o'clock. You're here with us, which means you're about to be notified of the most amazing prizes for Saturday Vibe. 6 till 7 every Saturday. Big House comes roaring out of your radio with the most amazing prizes just for... You do. You know what you're like. You're like, ta-da!
But you know, I just did my 8th show last night. That means 2 months of Saturday Vibe. Just incredible. And we're approaching week 9 right now. And Anna, I'm telling you, I'm serious. This is incredible.
It's a biggie.
Obviously, we have the Bin Sina Pharmacy at 06 Mall giving a gift hamper for 500 dirhams. We do have the Sharjah Co-op Is it co-op? I'm saying it right?
Co-op, yeah.
Co-op,
Perfect,
cool.
perfect.
Society voucher, 600 dirhams. You can go and shop at Sharjah Co-op for 600 dirhams. And last but not least, Anna, this is really big on many levels, and you need to do something, you guys, for it. It's a one-night stay at the Sheraton Sharjah 2-bedroom duplex Royal Club with its own private pool for 4 people, including a breakfast. See, Ray now woke up. He's like talking to me right now. Where he's like, yo. This suite is worth 5,000 dirhams.
The whole family could go. It's for 4 people. I mean, amazing. So you can either you and your wife and 2 friends, or you and your husband, 2 friends, or it's family of 4. My family would love that.
But you need to do something for that.
You need to do something. You just need to perform, sing for him. He loves it when people sing for him. You love it. So that's all up for grabs.
Actually,
you can do it now, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. But for the Sheraton one, we're doing it special, Anna. There's a special reason.
Okay.
And I actually need to cough real hard right now.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay, so he's going to ask you a question. You need to give him the answer, and then you're in for a chance to win the 5,000 dirham suite. Are you back in the game?
It's still there, but what you need to do is that you need to recommend a place in Sharjah. So right now, you need to recommend a place in Sharjah, 4215 Etisalat, and do any place.
What's your favorite place?
Exactly. What's your favorite place? Recommend a place and say to us why. What's the reason why you like this place? What's the reason you're recommending this place? What's the reason you want to go to that place? Kind of randomly, answers will go, and the winner will be announced on Saturday. The winner will be chosen randomly. I think it's very, very important. Again, you guys, this is really important, and this is only for the stay, the one-night stay at this suite worth 5,000 dirhams. Of course, we have other gifts like the Bin Sina and the Sharjah Co-op, which you can guess the movie for. But to enter the random choice or the random competition about Sharjah, Sheraton Sharjah, all you got to do is tell us your best place and tell us why. 4215 Etisalat and do. And we select the winner on Saturday. Shifting from Saturday vibe to
Pussycats.
Okay.
So, you know the Biden family?
Yes.
You know, the president-elect,
Yeah.
who's about to move into the White House
Yeah.
in January. Well, his wife's called Jill.
Jill.
I didn't really know that.
Yeah, Jill.
We will in a few months' time. It'll be all
J&J.
about Jill.
Yeah.
But right now, Joe Biden, his wife's called Jill. They're moving into the White House in January, and they're going to take their 2 German Shepherds with them. So they're called, because I've got their names, and they're really funny. Major and Champ.
Wow.
They're going. And German Shepherds are sort of Alsatians. They're the big units, you know. They're black and a bit of beige. And police use Alsatians
Love
a
it.
lot. Yeah. Great dogs. I'm terrified of them. Big chomps, big jaws. Anyway, yeah, so Major and Champ are going, but not just Major and Champ. They're also taking the cat.
I can't believe this is like headline news.
They're calling it the Pet Project, apparently, in the White House, and they haven't had a cat there for a while. You see, cats are a different vibe.
Yeah,
cat.
they are.
The cat wants to go outside. It doesn't really want to be inside. And so, is it going to be okay living in the quarters?
Doubt it.
And it can't just wander around the whole of the White House. I mean, you know, it'll be like, has anyone seen the cat? Over. You know,
Yeah.
the cat will just be...
No, true. That's funny. No, that's actually true. But also on another note, like this is so totally random. Donald Trump spent over $3 million to the recount and found out that the results recounted has Joe Biden actually winning even more.
Oh, I thought this was going to happen. This is funny. Biden got even more votes.
Yeah, it's like, yo, dude, khalas.
He's out now.
Yeah, he out.
I feel like he's out. Even his people are like, yeah, come on, let's just let's just sneak out the back door, Trump. No one wants
the
it
headline is there's a cat that's going to be in the White House.
If you liked this episode of Yalla Home, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.